Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to PFC Havok's Kerbal Space Program Career Missions. And in this episode, we are doing it. We are doing a manned mission to Mun, gathering science and returning our Kerbals home safely. Now, I've done several contracts off camera. They were the cheesy little we're going to take such and such into orbit around whatever, and you know, that stuff got boring. Didn't mean to click on that. I didn't want to record all those. You didn't want to see all those. We researched some heavy rocketry parts, but we have everything but the landing. Yep, everything but the landing researched. And everything else above is costing us 160 science, and we only got 8.2. So we actually need to do some serious science missions. So without any further ado, I've designed a rocket. I've tested it a couple of times, make sure everything's functioning. It does not have mech jeb on it. We are doing this all stock parts. Let us load it up on the launch pad. Unmanned lander. Launch the vessel. Make sure my microphone is adjusted properly. Yep, this is all stock parts. Let's target the Mun. Where you at, baby? We're coming to you. And let us fast forward to our launch mission. Let's time warp to our launch window. Slow down, don't want to bypass it. Ooh, getting all wibbly wobbly. That was wibbly wobbly there, huh? Get a good launch window. We had to wait a bit, but that's okay. Time warping away. Let's do the time warp again. That is a decent launch window. Gonna turn our SAS on, throttle to max, and on our way to the Mun. Jebediah is excited. We've got science gear on board. We're going to plant a flag, take surface samples. We're going to bring all of that science back. It should be a really good mission. I'm probably going to skip parts of this, depending on how long it takes to get a decent rendezvous and a land. But I'm going to try to leave in as much as absolutely possible in this mission. We've got other videos in the works as well. We have got to put a station into orbit around Kerbin, and we also have to transfer crew between vessels in orbit around Kerbin. Now we've got Valentina stuck in orbit right now from our rendezvous contract. Solid fuel about ready to burn out. We're going to have to get rid of that stage. There it goes. Jettison them. And they explode underneath us. Something about my vessels and things exploding underneath them. Well, as long as it's not exploding on the vessel, I guess. We're going to do our gravity-assisted roll. Start heading towards the Mun. But yeah, as I was saying, Valentina is stuck in orbit. She's been in orbit for about 16 days now. But she's got a docking port on her vessel. So if we can get a ship up there, rendezvous with it, dock with it, we'll be able to transfer her out, bring her home, and possibly, depending, if we bring an antenna and some solar panels, we may actually be able to complete that new orbital station as well. We'll just end up disassembling it later. There goes that stage. Get all of those. They were feeding fuel into our main engine, so that is full up. Let's see how we're doing from our map view. This is probably going to take a while. It will. It's definitely going to take a while. This engine is not fast when it comes to speed, but it is very, very, very powerful. It's got a lot of torque, but no horsepower, if that makes sense. It's capable of lifting all of this heavy crap up. It just doesn't do it fast. That's fine. Another one of our missions we're going to do is the unmanned probe that we're going to put around the Mun. It needs to go around a polar orbit of the Mun, which we may start it out as a probe, but I think we're going to make it as a relay. Because I know we're going to have contracts to go to Midmiss, and right now none of our antennas are really good enough to communicate back from Midmiss. So we may, after putting up that satellite in polar orbit, we'll probably put up a satellite in between Mun and Midmiss, maybe a couple, actually, set up a whole communications array. And gotta keep this going towards Mun. Don't want to miss her. But I will, I'm going to edit out this this long journey to Mun. Once we get a rendezvous with Mun, then I will continue this video. So see you then. Alright, we are back. I have made an encounter with Mun. I'm going to warp towards our encounter. That way we can set up a maneuver. Get into orbit and then proceed to do a descent at a maneuver. Burn that down, burn that down, burn that down, burn that down, burn that. There we go. Nice orbit. We still have plenty of fuel left on our main engines, so we will use that to make our orbit. Let's rotate around to our maneuver node now. Pointing our solar panels towards the light. Get it into position. There we go. Now we have RCS on this vessel, but I'm not using it for any of these maneuvers due to the fact that I want to save it for our descent. Now we can warp to our next maneuver. Warp is already in progress. No, it isn't. Warp to next maneuver. Thank you. Don't tell me warp is already in progress. It's not. Burn away. Get that orbit. And then we can use that. Once we're in orbit, we can direct ourselves to a good landing zone. That's good enough. Awesome. Timed it perfectly. Once we are, I want us on the bright side. So, bring us down right about, it's a good place. That's right about there. That is good. Get us into position on our maneuver node. We got very little fuel left in the main engine, but that is okay. We have essentially 2 more stages of fuel left. I would much rather leave the final stage alone as long as humanly possible, maybe for the last bit of the descent, because that is our return home fuel. On our maneuver node. We're going to warp to our next maneuver. That looks like a nice crater to, well, okay, we won't be landing in that crater. That is fine, but we will be landing on a lit side of the moon. That is what we want. Burn away. Oh, out of fuel on the main stage. Jettison that. Stage does not produce a lot of thrust, but we're not a heavy vehicle right now. It produces enough. It will get us down, that is for sure. We'll land. nice as possible. Get into the habit of turning those green. Excellent. We are on a descent now. And a maneuver. We want to flatten that out to a straight up and down line, as much of a straight up and down line as we can get right now. So, oh no. There we go. We will yeah, cannot warp to that, but while we are up here, we might as well extend our antennas so that we have better communication. Extend antenna. Now, we do not plan on transmitting any science, but I just like being able to communicate back home. Maybe send an email. Jebediah sending emails to his friends and family, letting them know how he's doing on the moon. Where's our maneuver node at? We got 2 minutes to go, a minute of burn time. We can time warp just a bit. There we go. Get into position and burn away. Straight up and down a descent as we possibly can, but I may cancel out that maneuver node and set one closer where it's less lumpy. Yeah, we're going to cancel that out, set one closer where it's less lumpy, add a maneuver node. To a less lumpy, there we go. Almost. There we go. That'll be a 2-minute burn. That is fine. Watching for our maneuver node. We can turn on our RCS. We can use that to assist us. Not want to crash into MUN. The least of the things we want to do. We can turn off our orbit speed and start doing surface. We want to get that as low as possible. Land at a 0.5 would be nice. Check our fuel consumption. Keep an eye on that. Mind you, we have one more stage, so when this engine is out, we can jettison it and we'll have our last bits. Continue to use monopropellant. Continue our descent. Jettison that. That is fine. We no longer need that. Here's our next engines. Slow us down even more. Even though they are tiny engines, we are a small vessel. I'm going to keep that burning like that. Keep that, because we want to go straight up and down. We will get it straight up and down. Second burn. There we go. Let's move it manually now instead of. There we go. Excellent. We no longer need that maneuver node. We now are on a straight up and down. Well, almost. We're at a very high altitude and coming in very slowly. We can extend the gear now. We will be touching down. I'm going to speed up time a little bit. Use our monopropellant more than anything else to save on our liquid fuel. I'm going to keep bringing her down slowly and then canceling off surface speed. Like a nice little crater zone we're going to be landing in. And that is okay. We are descending rather quickly, but that is alright. We still have a long distance to go. We can accelerate time, that is fine. Use some of our liquid fuel to slow us down. Straighten us out again. Straighten us out again so that we are straight up and down. Some more time warping. We have 50,000 and cancel some speed out. Using the monopropellant to cancel that out. Try to use as much of this monopropellant as possible to cancel out our speed so that we have plenty of liquid fuel to return home, carrying all of our lovely science with us. Time warp some more. Seeing that we know that we can get the speed gone rapidly. Could bring her down closer. Cancel that speed out. Stop using our liquid fuel, use our RCS now. Straighten her back out. We want a straight line descent as best as possible. We do not want to be coming in with lateral speed. Accelerate time some more. We're getting close. I hope this is not too hilly. I really hope this is not too hilly. Looking pretty jagged down there. Hard to see the terrain. Keep us straight up and down. Slowly. Little burps of time warp. Just little burps. I think that's our shadow right there. It looks like we will be landing on a very flat bit. That's good. Keep an eye on our shadow. We can do a 5x time warp. Cancel off some speed, cancel off some speed, cancel off some speed. See how we're looking? Ooh, that is, I hope this is a safe landing zone. Canceling off speed. Slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down. This is good. Burn a little bit. Come in nice and slow. Nice and slow. There's our shadow. We are coming in completely straight up and down. I believe the sun is directly above us. Cancel off a little bit more speed. Do not want 5 meters a second. We want to slow this down. Fine, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Nice and slow. Got a tiny, tiny, tiny wobble. There's a rock right next to us. Sharp burst of that, and then oh no, we almost lost that. Stupid stuck keys from Windows kicked off. 1 meter a second, touchdown. Oh, no, we don't want rolling over. Oh, that is not good. We landed at a bad angle. So we're going to use our rockets to try and straighten us out. No! No. Holy cow. I'm not entirely sure how we did that. We lost bits and pieces along the way, but let's see, all of our science gear is still on board. We'll log the pressure data. Keep that, that's 48 science. We're gonna log temperature. Keep that, that's 32 science. Observe the mystery goo. That is 40 science. Can we get a crew report? That is 20 science. We're going to do an EVA. We're going to let go and turn our boosters RCS on. We are in the Midlands crater, so let's plant a flag. That is crazy. That was a crazy landing. Lens landing. Holy hell, we lived. That is crazy. Take a surface sample. That is 120 science right there, and an EVA report for 32 science. We are rocking this. Oh, oh. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We want to take the data from that. We want to take the data from that, and we want to collect the data from that. Yep, remove the data. That is fine. Get on board. Excellent. We have all of our data on board. We completed the milestone of having walked on the surface of the Mun and having planted a flag on the Mun. I believe we have enough fuel to get us home. Let's turn SAS on. Let's throttle up. And see what we can do orbit-wise. Let's go to our map. See if we can make an orbit. Get us up there. Get us up there. 5, 6, 7, 8. That is fine. Add a maneuver. Circularize. Yep. You know what? While you're at it, see if you can get us home. Sweet. Let's warp to our next maneuver. That is fine. I don't care. It's 1 minute. 56 seconds away. That is fine. We have no RCS. We can turn the RCS off. We may actually make it home. I hope. I sure hope. Just rocket that away. 20 seconds. Push that out, push that out, push that out. Keep it going. There we go. Let us add a maneuver, shrink that down. That is 26 seconds of that. Hopefully we can do that. Oh, don't want to set any targets. Warp away. Get us home as quick as humanly possible. Warp there. Why not? Excellent. Warp to the next maneuver. Just burn full chaff. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. 37, 34, 33, 32, 29. Get us home. Just get us home. Just get us home. Our periapsis is gone. You know what? There are times where I bring just enough fuel, and there are times where I bring more than enough fuel. And this is one of those times I seriously brought just enough fuel. I am so stoked. We are going to be getting a crap ton of science for this. This is awesome. Let us get rid of all of that excess junk. Let us retract our antenna. We do not want to transmit any data. Let's fast forward. We have a heat shield on there. Let's time warp away. Get us home as quickly as humanly possible without exploding. We do not want to explode. That whole exploding thing is not fun. Line us up. Excellent. We have a lot of electricity on board, so we are good. We are going very fast. I sure as hell hope we do not burn up. We're hitting the atmosphere very fast. This is scary fast here, people. This is scary fast. Very scary fast. That was super scary fast. I don't know what was heating up like crazy over there, but I was not happy. I was terrified. Looks like we're landing in mountainous territory. A hilly zone. We're gonna open our chutes here soon. We'll open them up at probably 6,000. We have a lot of chutes. I put a lot of chutes on this. Time warp away. Waiting for the chutes to fully deploy. There we go, they fully deploy. We're coming down at like 2 meters a second. That is fine. I am content with that. We can turn SAS off. Do not need that anymore. Holy cow. I am really excited to see how much science we come back with. We've been gone for 6 days. Come on. I don't want to cut any of my chutes. Alright, we'll cut that parachute. That's fine. Don't need that parachute. Come on. Come home. Jebediah. Yeah. You're my man. We are home. Recover our vessel. Oh. That was an epic mission. Especially for me. Let us see. It's taken a while to load up. What do we got? 336 science. We came back with 322 science. That is excellent. Not much money from parts. Didn't gain any reputation. That's fine. He's got 2 XP. Ooh, 2 XP. Let's recover and recover and recover and recover. Let's see if we have anything. Nothing new in the missions. We have a shit ton of science. Let's see. What do we want? What do we want? Command modules, bigger service bays, better landing gears, better specialized control, monopropellants, Werner engine, advanced fly-by-wire, yep. Let's see, we've got specialized construction, better airstream cones, better actuator. Alright, well, first and foremost, landing. We can only get 1. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I think the mobile processing lab. That will allow us, as we build our our station, which we kind of need to start doing. As we build our station, we can add the mobile processing lab and be doing science that way. Instead, I mean, that's a surefire way to be getting more science. See, no new missions. No new missions. We have returned home from the surface of the moon. That's a milestone too. Excellent. Let's delete all that. And I don't know what else to do. I mean, we're going to end the video here. This was a great mission. Next up, we're going to do. We got to rescue Valentina, and then. We got to put a satellite into polar orbit, and then we'll probably start building a station. I mean, depending on how well Valentina's rescue goes, we will, I think we're going to start building a station and start doing science on that station so that we have a source of science coming in with that mobile processing lab. So I'm going to end the video here. That was a great trip. We had a very iffy landing, but all in all, we made it. We made it there. We got science. We made it home. That's all that counts. So I will see you in the next video. Happy flights. Safe travels. And as always, is PFC Havok signing off.